Sir Topham Hatt's engines are proud of how useful they are. It makes them feel important, but none of them feels more important than Gordon. "Watch out," Gordon wheezed. "You'll get my paint all sooty." "Pulling freight cars is a sooty job," teased Salty, "but then you wouldn't know."
Well now, Salty's got jabs too? That's new. From what I recall, Salty sounded more like a straight man than a joker. But okay, now that that's been clarified, Gordon felt Salty didn't understand his position on the topic. And I could understand that. You're not going to see Salty pulling the express either. According to Gordon, it wasn't dignified to pull trucks.
"Dinghy fried?" puzzled Percy. "What's that?" "Dignified. It means that someone's too big for his buffers," teased Salty. "Pah," said Gordon, and he puffed away.
Geez, Salty, laying it on kind of thick there with the jabs. Although he's right, I will agree there. Later, Top Hat had work for the engines. Being that fog had rolled in, the docks had become packed. Little did Gordon realize that he too was wanted to go down and help in the effort.
"I need a big engine to take the freight cars where they won't be in the way." "Freight cars?" huffed Gordon. He could not believe what he had heard. Gordon wasn't happy to be pulling freight cars. He waited impatiently while they were shunted into place.
Of course, Gordon wasn't going to be accommodating. It wasn't the job he was made to do, or so he thought. And Salty was still teasing him about it too. I guess he just enjoys knocking Gordon because of how easy his trigger buttons are. On a side note, I can tell you that while I'm not hearing very many character themes, the music heard is well performed.
The next morning, Gordon raced along with his heavy load. "Now this is how you pull freight cars," he puffed. But the signalman had accidentally left the points switched to the branch line. Gordon rattled through the junction.
You know, Top Hat really needs to train his signalman better. Not only is this guy forgetting how to do his job, but also he's facing the wrong way. I swear, this hot cocoa stuff is getting everyone into trouble. Everything from the flying kipper to this moment now.
The old branch line was weak and rusty. There were signs warning all the trains to go slow. But Gordon ignored the signs. "I'm an express engine, I don't go slow," he said, and he went even faster.
Right. Like, that's the correct choice to make. Where are Gordon's drivers in this? Are they on this hot cocoa lazy fest too? And it's not like Gordon didn't know. He plainly realized he was on the branch line. While what came next wasn't good, at least he didn't collide with some other train coming the other way.
No one was hurt, but poor Gordon felt very undignified.
I bet, after all his boasting and such, this Gordonism was definitely deserved. I'm just curious what the owner thinks of this giant metal titan sitting in his property. Hey, at least Gordon did a better job at scaring away the birds instead of that goofy scarecrow. But Gordon was scared himself because he knew Top Hat was the next thing he'd see.
"Everyone makes mistakes," said Thomas. "Even you." "Salty's sorry he teased you," puffed James. "And I'm sorry I was too big for my buffers," chuffed Gordon. And all the engines gave a jolly toot. Even Gordon.
Wow, that's surprising, but a good surprise. The fact that Gordon was able to accept his own fault in the matter so easily was cool. And although Salty apologized too, off-screen, it was good to know that he realized he made a mistake as well. As for the official Gordonism moments, it's actually been a while since one this blatant has been presented like this. What's even stranger is how there was an accident involving troublesome trucks. But they didn't even do anything this time. It was Gordon and the signalman's own doing because of how silly they were. However, what I do enjoy the most is how Thomas consoled and reminded Gordon nobody's perfect, which is an important lesson to learn. The music to this episode was marginally better in some ways because it had a couple of early incidental cues, and Gordon's theme as he pulled the trucks. For locations, while Brendam Docks was featured more than once, one of the main places to view was the branch line, but that had no official name as far as I knew. Nor was the area where Gordon crash landed. Oops. Next episode is Percy's Chocolate Crunch. Thanks for watching.